And welcome back to Beerfield Fantasy Football Shots. I am your host at Hot BFF. It is Monday, October 23rd, 2017. The Monday night game just finished up, and we are here with your news shot. As always, before I forget, you can follow me on Twitter at HOPPBFF. That's HOPPBFF with two P's. You can follow the show at Beerfield FF on Twitter. You can also follow us on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Beerfield Fantasy Football Podcast. Subscribe, give us a listen. News. And into the news, starting with the Monday night stuff. Before I forget, the Eagles left tackle Jason Peters was carted off with a knee injury. It looked really, really bad. They aircast it before they took off, so he could be done for the year. More on that coming up, but keep an eye on that situation. As far as the Redskins, pretty much their entire offensive line got beat up in this game. Morgan Moses was dealing with ankle issues. Trent Williams was dealing with the knee. Their starting center went down. Scherf, one of their guards, got hurt. So they're just that line is going to be really beat up and definitely something to keep an eye on as we move into next week. As far as news from Sunday, Carson Palmer is to have surgery on a broken left arm. Drew Stanton's going to start. Palmer's expected to miss anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. So 4 to 6 on Roto World. I've heard other reports say it's going to be 8. Let's say he's going to be back week 16, but this is not good for Arizona and Arizona players. I'm not sure why they're going with Drew Stanton, as Blaine Gabbert did look like the better quarterback, at least in preseason. So I'm not sure how long Drew Stanton's going to last, but right now, outside of Fitzgerald and Peterson, I don't want to own anything there. So both Browns, J.J. Nelson, probably droppable this week as waivers run. In Tennessee, Corey Davis is expected to resume practicing after the team's bye week, so they're on bye this week. When they come back next week, Corey Davis is expected to be back. I don't know what the workload will look like. The one game he played this week, or this year, he looked all right. Workload was there, but we'll have to see what happens after he comes back. Also, the Titans, Delaney Walker has a bone bruise in his leg. It was originally reported as a sprained ankle, but turns out it is a bone bruise. We'll see how that affects him going forward. They are on bye this week, so hopefully he has a chance to rest up. If not, Jonnu Smith is a viable option to pick up and play. DeMarco Murray also has a bruised shoulder. He'll get a rest up that hammy and that shoulder on the bye week and hopefully come back fine. For the Dolphins, Devontae Parker is going to test his injured ankle on Tuesday to see if he can go on Thursday, so stay tuned to us for that. We'll keep you updated there. In Pittsburgh, the Steelers have no plans to trade or suspend wide receiver Martavis Bryant after he skipped Monday's mandatory team meetings. So he's requested a trade, and then he didn't request a trade, and now he's skipping meetings. It's just not good for Martavis Bryant. He's droppable in most leagues as Juju Smith takes his job. Dan Bailey for the Cowboys is going to miss several weeks with a strained groin. Jeff Heath probably not going to resume kicking duties, so they will pick somebody up. As soon as they sign somebody, we'll be sure to let you know. For the Colts, safety Malik Hooker has a torn ACL and MCL, so his knee's shredded. He's done for the year. A weak Colts defense gets weaker. Of not weak defenses, Dwight Freeney is going to visit Seattle. He's a free agent, so a professional pass rusher at this point in his career, not every down pass rush specialist, but he could be making a comeback. He should be there for a physical tomorrow. For the Vikings, Andrew Sendejo has been suspended for one game. That was a pretty questionable legal hit. I expected he will probably appeal, but even if he does miss, they're playing Cleveland. Their defense is good, and Sendejo is not the biggest piece that they could lose. And the Chargers have lost left guard Matt Slauson for the season with a biceps injury. So Slauson done for the year as part of the interior line. So watch Melvin Gordon on that one. That's all I got for your news today. I believe, it should be Dan tomorrow still joining you. And then we're going to switch up the schedule a little bit going forward due to some other scheduling obligations and whatnot. So we will let you know for sure once we have hashed out what that is going to be. As always, you can follow me on Twitter at HOPPBFF. Follow the show at BeerfieldFF. I'll be doing studs and duds also tonight, so be sure to check that one out. Otherwise, Dan will be with you tomorrow for news and waivers. We also do have a podcast dropping tonight, so we changed up the schedule a little bit. That will be out this evening. Thanks.